What's up my peeps and welcome to a brand new episode of Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, and this one's kinda different because I'll be comparing the Switch version to the PC version. I see that there's still a lot of people wondering whether to get the Switch version or the PC version of the game, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over a couple different categories, comparing the two and letting you know which platform wins that category. The categories are load times, controls, issues, visuals, online population, price, and extras. So let's go ahead and get straight into it and start off with load times. So when it comes to load times, there's definitely a difference there. If you go from PC to Switch, you'll notice it right away. The time it takes from when you select your avatar to when you get to Hero Town is shorter on PC. Loading your cards before the match is also shorter on PC. And then when you're switching between custom decks consisting of all custom cards, you'll definitely notice that the cards load faster on PC, while the Switch feels a bit sluggish. It kind of feels like you're using a potato-ish PC there. So basically, PC's quicker and smoother, and if you watch some of my videos, you'll notice that the PC load times are so quick that you don't even get enough time to read the tips that they give you during the loading screens, which initially might be a negative because you're trying to read those tips, but then afterwards, once you know the basics and such of the game, you're not trying to read the tips that you already know, you just want to get to the matches as quick as possible. So, as far as load times, PC wins big time here. Now, when it comes to controls, both of them offer up a bunch of ways to play the game. Obviously on PC, you got keyboard and mouse as the default, or you could go ahead and use any controller that you want, Xbox One, PS4, whatever it is. On the Switch, you can use the Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller or any controller that the Switch supports, but you've also got the benefit of the touchscreen controls in portable mode. And I've got to say, I prefer the touchscreen controls over the mouse or even over the controller when it comes to CAA's card action abilities. Because those feel more accurate, and also it's likely closer to the original arcade game where you go ahead and move the cards around physically. So, as far as controls go, both of them offer up a variety of ways to play the game, but I'm going to say the Switch wins this one because of the touch controls. Next up is issues. This is one of the few games on the Switch that doesn't support cloud saves, so if your Switch happens to get Hakai for whatever reason, then you're pretty much you'll have no choice but to start over, but the chances of that happening are pretty slim. On the other hand, when it comes to the PC version, despite having cloud saves, I mean, you think with cloud saves, you're good to go, you're safe. If something happens to your PC, whatever, you've got the cloud. Well, apparently on PC, there's a bunch of players, despite the cloud saves, who've lost their save datas because they've had power outages, the electricity went out, and once it's back, the game save is no longer there. They have to restart from the very beginning. And that sucks, especially if you've put in a ton of time in the game and you gotta go ahead and get all those cards back and such. So on Steam, just because you got the cloud saves, doesn't mean you're safe when it comes to, losing save data. Maybe you want to go ahead and check out if there's any planned power outages from your electricity company. And then also for the PC players who don't have Windows 10, they've had a ton of issues just trying to play online, not being able to play online at all unless they switched to Windows 10. It was only recently that Bandai went ahead and emailed people letting them know that, hey, you can go ahead and fix this by changing your TLS, whatever that means. So when it comes to issues, I'd say Switch wins this one. And by win, I don't mean win because they've got more issues, I mean win because it's got less issues or less severe issues. And then when it comes to visuals, I mean, hey, it's Budokai 3 graphics. Both can run just fine, although for some odd reason, the PC version, the characters don't have their auras, while on the Switch they do. It's an odd but slight win for the Switch there. A very slight win just because it's just auras, but still, it's weird that the PC version doesn't have them. You'd think if there was any advantage visually, it'd be the other way around, but it's not. So Switch wins that. Next up is online population. If you like online play, and if it's one of the main reasons why you're getting this game, then this is a big one. The number of players playing this game is bigger on the Switch. You've got more players there, and you can tell by how much quicker it takes to find an online opponent compared to the PC version, where you might have to wait a while sometimes. And you can also tell that the population just in general for the game is bigger on the Switch by the number of people who've played the top custom mission on each platform. More people have played the top custom mission on the Switch than they have on the PC. Now some of you might bring up, well maybe the PC version is slower when it comes to finding players because of all the online issues that people were having. Well that is possible, from my understanding, this game didn't even come out on Steam in Japan. And Japan is where Super Dragon Ball Heroes is the most popular. It was there before it was here. And on top of that, in the first 3 days of release in Japan, the game sold over 70k copies on the Switch. So that's a huge player base that's not on Steam but is on the Switch. So if you're looking for online longevity, if you're looking to play this game online for a long time to come, I'd say the Switch definitely takes this one. Then when it comes to price, this is an easy win for PC. You can get this game cheaper on the PC. I pre-ordered the game 15% off on Green Man Gaming for the launch edition. And you can still get the launch edition for 15% off still on Green Man Gaming. I'll actually go ahead and post up my affiliate link in the description box below if you want to go ahead and get it for that 15% off on PC. And while you may find it cheaper on other sites, those sites don't point out that it's the launch edition, so it might just be the base game. So if you want to make sure that you do get the launch edition for a discounted price, I suggest Green Man Gaming. And also another obvious point, the online is free on PC. On the Switch, whether you want to play against people online or just play custom missions that people have created, you do need a Nintendo Switch online subscription for that. And finally, as far as extras go, well, hey, you get some extra physical cards for the Hero Edition on the Nintendo Switch. So now, overall, which one wins? Well, Switch wins in more categories than PC. As far as which one you should get if you still don't know, well, if you don't really care for online and you're mainly focused on single player and you don't care for portability, I'd say go for the PC version. You can get it for cheaper, and it's gonna be a quicker, smoother experience there. But if you do like the portability of the Switch and you want to play this game online for a long time, I definitely say go for the Switch. If I personally had to choose today just one, Switch or PC, I'd say Switch for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below, and I'm out. See ya.